I always take my veils, helmets, bee jacket, and smoker when doing presentations to school children. The children really love to put on the bee gear, and those who don't get picked will sometimes come back at recess to try it on then. If you choose to do a presentation, take all your bee suits because you'll need them. I also took a smoker and some sample honeycombs. I also took clear pill bottles with tiny wax flakes from the bees' wax glands and another pill bottle with little bits of pollen in it. And they can hold those in their hands and get a good look at them. Those pill bottles with little goodies in them, people are very interested in looking at those items at a sales table event as well. As a caution, kids just can't seem to resist mishandling beeswax. They destroy it. They don't mean to, but they just can't resist. Their little fingers just need to test its texture, and so they squish it and dig their nails into it. I have successfully had wax go around in an open container. I specifically told them to look with their eyes only, but it works only if you stop presenting and watch them as it's passed from child to child. You can tell them to smell the beeswax and even the smoker. I always cover the life cycle of the bee and their body parts. I often ask them questions like, put up your hand if you know how many eyes a bee has, and guess what? It's more than 2. Or hands up if anybody knows how many legs a bee has. I also handed around a paper wasp's nest, empty of course, and they mashed it with their little fingers. Oh well, it won't be hard to find another one. Next time, I'll be sure to put them in clear plastic containers that are sealed. Due to school policy, you won't be permitted to let children taste raw honey. I had really hoped that I could do a taste parade with them because different flavors of honey is a lot of fun to try, but you just can't do that out of school with children. We talk about bee poop and bee teeth that are on the wings and how they lock together. And we thoroughly cover how nurse bees get to give mom a bath with their tongue. They love that part. And the ews are great when I tell them that nurse bees carry out the queen's poop with their tongue, because of course the queen doesn't leave the hive because she's too busy laying eggs. Children really find the role change of a child taking care of the parent and the siblings to be pretty funny. It's also a great opportunity to do a little correction, since most people think that bees that are foraging and protecting and gathering, etc., are male, when in fact they're female. I also take questions if time permits, and you definitely need to cover stingers, the differences between a bee stinger and how they die, and a wasp and hornet stinger, how they can sting multiple times, that they're omnivores. That's why they hang around people, because they like the food that we eat, whereas bees only eat pollen and nectar, so they're only around the flowers. And definitely show photos so that the children can learn the difference between what a honeybee looks like and a yellow jacket wasp.